Hi, it's Hank. I have an overhead garage door opener not functioning correctly. It will work with the remote. If I hit the button on the remote, it will open and close, stop as it should. It will function. If I go to the back to the terminals, got the common and the push button. If I short those together, that functions correctly. It does not function correctly if I go over here to the wall mounted button. I can hit that button all day long. Once in a while it'll work, most of the time it won't. This button also appears physically damaged, so I'm going to show you how to replace your wall mounted controls for your overhead garage door opener. I'm going to start by popping the cover off of this. There we go. You can see it's just 2 wires. And my new opener is just a generic opener I got on Amazon. It's got a open close button and a light button and 2 terminals, so it should be pretty simple. We'll start by taking these 2 wires loose. So these wires are color coded, one with a red stripe and one without a red stripe. The red stripe is on the terminal marked W, and the one without the stripe is on the B. Here on my new one, I have a W. I don't know if you can see it, there's a W and a B. So we'll put the striped wire on the W. So this is just as simple as turning these screws counterclockwise to loosen them. Not even going to get a tripod for this. I think I can do it with one hand. Loosen the screws. That was trash anyway, so that's fine. Here are the wires. I still have this plugged in, so if those wires touch, touching the wires will activate the door. Okay, I've unplugged the opener from the wall outlet so that the door doesn't go up and down when I'm fooling with this. Here's the new button box. Remember, we got the W over here. That's where the red and white striped wire goes. Here's a little place where the wire kind of feeds through, so when you screw this to the wall, the wire can get out there. So just gonna put loops in those wires and hook them around these screws and tighten them up. Now, one thing, as the screws tighten clockwise, we want that loop to go around this way so that we're kind of pulling the wire around the screw. Short of putting spade connectors or something like that, but that's really not needed in something like this. So here's the 2 wires, got the hooks in them, wire coming down on the right side so that when I screw clockwise it doesn't try to back itself out, and just good and snug. You don't have to over torque anything, you don't want to strip anything out. It'll hook in that wire. Hook it up there on the, get it on the screw good. Tighten it up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that old button box, go ahead and take it all the way down because it's going to be a little bit in my way. So it's just got a couple flathead screws here. Pull those out. No power tools are really needed for this job. Make it a little bit quicker, but I'm just going to reuse these same screws, I think. Put them in here. Get it to feed through. If I get it in the same hole, that'd be great. Now I'm going to make sure my wire is coming through my slot. Get it up tight. Put a screw in there. Yeah, it's going in the same hole too, so that's great. You don't have to force anything. Okay, securely mounted. I'm going to plug the opener back in. On mine, and a lot of them, you've got an outlet. Where we at? Zoom out here. Have an outlet really close to the opener, and just a cord to plug in. There you go. So now that I've got it plugged in, let's check out this button box. It does have a lock. Get the focus on. A lock button or switch here. That doesn't seem to do anything. The light's coming on and off. You can see illuminating here. Give you proof here. Light on, off. Then you have the open close button. Great big button there. Open, stop, close. There you go. Easy peasy. That's how that works.